What's up, guys? It's time to replace my rusty core support and rusty Fender Aprons on my 68 F100. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you can see right here, this kind of stuff, that's not what we want. This whole thing's got rust holes all over it. And same thing with my Fender Aprons. In fact, it's really bad back here. You can start to see it's all rusted. So when I was bolting in these hinges quite a while ago, I was nervous that those bolts weren't going to grab anything because it's rusted so bad, and I need to get those out of there and get those replaced. Let me take the hood off so we can take a better look at what we've got here. There, that's better. Now we can see, we'll get some more light in here and see what's going on. And you can see, well, you just can't see it really much in the camera, but it's all rusted down inside there. This stuff is just all falling apart, and that's okay. I mean, the truck's, you know, what's almost 60 years old, so it's gonna happen. And yeah, this stuff is peeling up and everything. And same thing with these. I need to get these replaced. In fact, again, now we can probably see that that rust back there and stuff like that. So we gotta get these out of here. Are they salvageable? Maybe. I guess you could, I mean, look, I even got that right there. I guess you could cut out the pieces that are bad and weld in, but there's no reason to save these when they're this far gone, particularly with this core support. So we're gonna get these out of here. Oh, see? There it is. So we're gonna get these out of here, get these pieces off. This is gonna be a little bit of a work. You know, what I love about these trucks is that you can undo these 3 bolts right here, 3 bolts on that side, 1 bolt for each side of the core support, and then there's some bolts down there in the corners, and this whole clip can come off. And I did that when I was doing the Crown Vic swap, pulled the whole front end off, and I love that you can do that, and I want to keep doing that. So that's why I made, you know, like these well, it's wrapped up in there, but those connectors, so you can just unplug everything, because if not, you'd have to disassemble all the stuff in here and everything. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this all tore apart, take all the pieces apart, because we're gonna replace these 3 pieces. That means everything has to come off, and I got to rebolt it back on. So I guess let's get after it. Holy cow, guys, that is a lot of work. Now I understand why people like to just take the whole front clip off, a couple bolts, and then, I mean, just assembling all that stuff, there's so much to do. And of course, some of that's never been apart, you know, in 60 years. Some of those bolts just broke in half, so I'm going to replace some of that stuff. Let's see, anything I wanted to point out? I can't ever drain coolant without getting it everywhere. It drives me up the wall. I gotta perfect what I'm doing because it makes such a huge mess. I hate that. And then, yeah, I'm glad I did those plugs. That made it easy for separating that harness from this whole stuff instead of having to cut wires and that kind of stuff. So that was nice to have. And then I think I'm gonna take these pieces off and refinish them while I'm here. It's one of those things where, gosh, while you're here, right, you should do some of that stuff. And I'm looking at other things like this belt, this V-belt's pretty, this thing's toast. We need to get a new one of those. But, okay, that's all right, it is what it is. Let me show you why I'm such a nerd with this stuff. Yeah, see, look at this. I got all these fasteners. They're all written on here, what they are, all separated so I can keep track of what I've got. And then back here, all the parts and pieces that we took off of the truck. Man, there's so many pieces. So I'm gonna keep all that stuff. And then, let's see, up front here, those are those two Fender Aprons. I gotta pull all that stuff off and move it over to the new aprons, and then the hinges, the hood hinges. Of course, there's the radiator, but man, there's so many parts and it's so much easier when you just take this whole thing off as just one clip. So let me show you, you guys can probably see in the back there, those are the Fender Aprons. And then if you've been watching some of my other videos, I got that core support done. Let me show you what I did to get the core support and those Fender Aprons prepped. So what I got here is just another core support. I forget what year I got this off of. I got it off of Marketplace. And I didn't want to buy a new one because the shipping for a new one of these is almost the cost of a new one. And I paid 50 bucks for this, so that was a heck of a deal. There's a lot of surface rust on it, so it should be okay. I'm going to take it in and get it blasted so that I can paint it. I'm going to take this voltage regulator off. I don't need that. Take off some of these J-nuts or whatever they're called, get those out of there. And I can't tell, I mean, this thing, I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. You see how this looks like, almost like it's bent? Like in one, I think that's how it's supposed to be or something like that. I was trying to look at the one that's on my truck and I think that's how it is, but I can, when we get a test fit, we can see if we need to pull anything back or whatever. But anyways, so I just want to show you what we got here. I'm gonna go get it blasted and get it cleaned up so we can get it painted. All right, so now that we've got the Fender Aprons painted, you can see, gosh, I mean, look at how much worse these are. I was talking about that rust. Look at how bad that hole is. And those bolt holes for the hood hinge, it was barely holding on for life. So anyways, that one's done. Obviously, we got to get that guy out of there. We're not going to use those anymore. I still need to transfer all the wiring over. And thankfully, you know, these holes are already in the sheet metal, so this stuff, some of the stuff should just bolt right over and transfer over. It'd be great. I don't think I'm going to put the jack on here, although I do like that there's holes, you know, already in here ready to go for that, so I could transfer that if I wanted to. But so that's the Fender Aprons. And then remember we were talking about the core support. I see how bad all that rust. This thing was just toast. It's just falling apart. It's just gone. So we've got this guy. Remember, I bought this used and I had it powder coated. I was going to paint it just like I painted those Fender Aprons, but I had this powder coated and I'm into this thing about $100 between buying the core support and getting it powder coated. So something for you guys to think about if you were going to do that. And I was talking about, remember how the shape of that edge there, it looks like I'm going to have to do a little hammering or something to get that to come up a little bit. That's a little flatter than I thought. See how there's this shape right here where it kind of goes down, and I saw that over on this one, but I didn't think it was as bad. So, and that may be because, you know, it's not the same year, I don't know, but we can make it work because everything else is going to be the same, and we'll get this thing put in the truck. So I think the first thing to do is get this stuff transferred over, and then I can start putting the pieces back on the truck and getting it in place. Oh, for those that have been watching a couple of videos before this, I did those 15-inch brakes from Range Industries, and then I did this new master cylinder here for the brakes, got all that stuff set up. So that's kind of why we're kind of catching up to where I was in those other videos. I hadn't shown taking off the front of the truck, but now that that's all done, we can see kind of where we're at and putting the stuff back together. So let me get after it. All right, guys, that's probably a good place to stop. I still got to put the hood on, but I don't want to do that yet. I'm an idiot. I went to get a new belt today, and I got to the numbers backwards, so the belts I got were longer, and they're not going to fit. And this thing's pretty tired, and while I'm here, I might as well just run back into town and get that swapped out and whatever. So I still need to do that. And then I did want to say I bought some of the new bolts that hold like this fender and on here and stuff like that. There's a whole kit that you can buy, and it's nice to have new hardware. I did try to clean up the ones I had, and I did have to use some of the ones, but I was able to get a bunch of new hardware, and it just makes it nice and just cleans it up. And you guys can't really tell, but for me, I think this looks a lot better. And then you saw I did point out how this core support is bent in this corner, and I had to use a spacer to attach the fender to the core support on that one spot, and then the lower bolt is just too far and I can't reach it. I could put a longer spacer in there, but between that and then there was one bolt for this deflector or rock deflector or whatever this thing's called, this valance piece or something below the grill. Because of that, the core support's bent back. I couldn't, it's not like it's too like far apart, it's shifted. So you can't, I guess I could put a zip tie in there, but that's kind of dumb. So out of all that, out of all the hardware, I only missed 2 bolts, and I think that's a win. I all went back together, and this just, and you saw how long that time lapse was. This absolutely just highlights how much work it is to take the whole front end apart when you can just unbolt up here and up there, take the bolts out of the core, support down there, and then those little ones on the fender, on the firewall and the Fender Aprons to support there. I mean, what is that? 10 bolts. Oh, and then I guess you've got, there's one underneath here, underneath the bottom on each side of the fender, and then one inside the door. So 14 bolts to take off the whole front end, and absolutely way easier to do that than to disassemble and reassemble everything. And for you guys, if you're gonna be tackling this, give yourself a good weekend to do it. I've probably got 3 or 4 hours in just assembly. And then it's a lot easier to take things apart, but I put everything in those little Ziploc baggies and stuff to itemize everything, just so it'd be easier to find out where bolts went and stuff like that, and that made it super easy. So anyways, all right, it's probably enough rambling. You guys are probably done with that. Like I said, I gotta get a new belt, put the hood on, and then I'll hook the ground up to the battery, and oh, I gotta put the coolant in here. I guess I forgot to do that till 2. So anyways, all right guys, yeah, truck's back together, and now I'm ready to take out, because like I said, I did that brake upgrade and that master cylinder upgrade. I want to go out and set the brakes in and get everything dialed in, and I want to see how those came out. So that's gonna be my next step. So cool. All right guys, we'll see you in the next one.